Okay, we're live on Facebook.
Hey, Sarah, how you doing?
Oh, excellent. How are you doing, Tanya?
What are you going to be doing for Thanksgiving?
For Thanksgiving, I'm going to be teaching my daughter how to make a beautiful dinner. What are you guys doing?
You're going to be making dinner with your parents or just your kids?
No, just my kids.
I can't hear. Sorry, honey, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Oh, that's okay. My daughter is very eager to learn how to do all of the baking especially, but now she wants to learn how to prepare a turkey and all the trimmings. So I'm going to have extra time. What are your plans?
Well, we're not doing anything. We're just staying here because all of our friends are paranoid. And, you know, with the spiking that's just gone up, all I know is Lance is walking around the house with a face shield on. So it's crazy. It's like there's not much to do. It's crazy times, man. And
Yes,
it's going to be this way for a while. Anyway, are we ready to go, guys?
Yes, you're going to show us a juicing recipe today? I'm excited.
Cool. Okay, what I'm going to make today is a tropical veggie protein blend. And I'm going to start with my carrots, which I leave unshaven. I leave them the jackets on. Then I'm going to put in my grapefruit. And my ginger. And the rest of my grapefruit. And some apple slices. Some more apple slices. And I'm going to put my spinach, half of it into the juicer and half of it into the blender. Okay. I'm going to put the rest in the blender just so I don't lose too much fiber because I juiced most of it.
Hey, Tanya, tell everybody what you just put in there because I don't know if they could hear you with the
big... okay. I just put in carrots with their jackets on, but I washed them with distilled water first. And I put in grapefruit quarters that had the rind taken off, but the membrane was left on it. That's the reason I put it in the juicer rather than in the blender. And I put half my spinach in the juicer, and I'm going to put half in the blender. And I also put apple slices in the juicer and ginger in the juicer. So now I'm going to put the rest of my spinach in the blender, and a banana so I don't miss too much fiber, and blackberries, and a beet. And I'm going to add to that what I got from my juicer. Okay. And then I'm gonna add a few drops of vanilla, just a couple of drops. And my H2O Labs distilled ice cube, which I made a nice big one because my husband likes to drink old fashioned, so this is a monster. And then I'm gonna add some of this organic protein, which is all plant-based, from cumin seeds to pea plants. Let me see what else it's got in it. Organic pea protein, organic chia seeds, organic fiber, and organic brown rice. I'm going to put 2 scoops of it in,
Okay.
which are only 150 calories for both scoops.
Okay. Quite loud, probably. I seem to have lost. No, there she is.
Did you hear us?
I can hear you. Yes,
Oh, great.
Oh,
I can
good.
hear. Oh,
Oh, good. Okay. And so I'm going to pour it in a glass and see how it tastes. It's very dark looking because of the blackberries, but it's got a lot of protein in it, and it's got a lot of fiber in it, and it's got a lot of vegetables too, which makes it mixed with the fruit, makes it more tropical tasting.
and the verdict is
That's really good.
good. Have you ever made it before, or is this the first time that you've made this?
Pardon me?
Have you ever? Is this the first time that you've made this particular smoothie, or do you make this one regularly?
I make it for regular use. Is that what you said?
Mhm.
Yeah, I make it a couple of days a week, and it's enough for me and Lance. And that's it, really. It's just real simple to make, and it's really delicious, and you got a lot of fiber in it.
Yes, you do. It's. Did you put an apple in there as well?
Pardon me?
Did you put an apple in there as well?
Apple.
Apples? Yeah, apples.
Okay.
Apple slices.
I was wanting to know what the ratio of fruit and vegetable was. It sounded like I see you had carrots and beets. I just wanted to go over the vegetables. I didn't hear them all. Spinach, was it spinach or kale that you used?
Spinach or kale?
Pardon me?
Spinach or kale?
What?
Spinach or kale?
Oh, spinach I used because kale, I wanted it to be more of a tropical blend, and the kale would have given it too much of a intense kind of a bitter taste. So I thought I'd just put spinach in instead.
Yeah, that's a good idea because it's definitely milder in flavor. So that's the way to go. If you're, especially with all other fruits and vegetables. Beets are a very strong flavor, and blueberries are great, wonderful antioxidant. Ginger is so good for your gut. So there's a lot of really good vitamins and minerals and antioxidants in there happening. And I like that you mixed the fiber. You didn't just do the juice, you mixed the fiber with it. So that's good. That's going to also help your insulin, because when it's just pure juice, then it does tend to spike your insulin quicker. But I like that you mixed it. You did both.
Yeah, I like to mix as much fiber in, but certain things just work better in a juicer, like carrots to me. When you blend them, you never get them fine enough, and they're always a little bit chunky to me, even if I get it down fine. It's a little more chunky. This isn't chunky at all. This is just real smooth.
So now, when you put the beet in, was the beet unpeeled and raw, and then you put it in the blender, or was it cooked?
It was a cooked beet,
Oh,
and it was peeled, and I let it cool off overnight in the fridge, and that's what I did. I put it in.
yeah, because that would be the same as like a carrot. So, because I've tried putting beets raw in smoothies, and it's the same as what you were saying with it like thick and chunky. So yeah, that would make sense that you would cook it and then put it in the blender. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. I didn't quite catch it. So that's better that you cooked it first if you're going to put it.
Yeah, I think it's better. I mean, I know it's good to have it just, my gardener just came. I know it's good to have it just uncooked and raw, but it goes in the blender better and it's smoother. And I think the optimal situation here is to get people to drink it. And
Yes.
the tropical mix with the vegetables makes it really tolerable for those people who think health, you know what I mean? They don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah. No, exactly.
So it's really delicious and it's got a very tropical taste to it. And it's easy as hell to make.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you did a little preparation before. You just have to wash off your vegetables. Now you said that the carrots, you leave the skins on. Do you leave the skins on?
I leave the skins on because just like with potatoes, I always heard that the jackets had the most fiber and the most goodness in them. And as long as I washed it with distilled water with a brush, I kept it on. And I keep, like I do with my potatoes, when I make them, I take out all the stuffing. I bake them, take out all the inner potato and put it in a pot for someone who wants mashed potatoes. And I eat the skins, and that's where the goodness is in the potato. So I sort of live by that. It's like I took the rind off the, well, you have to take the rind off the grapefruit, but left the membrane there. So the juicer handled that real fine. And it's really sweet tasting, so it's a tropical smoothie. It really is.
Nice. And what type of equipment are you using? Is that a Breville, a juicer, and a Vitamixer?
My blender is a Vitamix.
Okay.
A Vitamix, and this is a Breville.
Breville. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what it looks like. So those are two high-powered. Well, you got a high-powered Vitamixer, and the Breville is a very popular juicer. That's a good quality juicer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow macerating. Yes, very good for cold press. Helps really get all those minerals out of the juice and all the good stuff.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm so glad you showed us your recipe today. And what type of a protein powder is it that you're using?
I'm using, it's called organic protein, Orgain. And it's vanilla flavored and it has a little stevia in it. So maybe people wouldn't like the stevia, although it's nothing like sugar. But
No. Well, stevia is natural. So, I mean, it's one of the safer sugars. So it is safe to use. It's not like, the other fake sugars. So
no.
that's pretty common for protein powders. Yeah.
It's a pretty good one when it comes to protein powders, and it's not high in calories and it's all plant-based. So it's a healthy drink all around the boards, and you get lots of fiber. And that's really important to me when I juice, that I mix it with my juicer, pour the juice into the blender and mix some fibrous fruits and vegetables in the blender too, so I don't break down all of cell walls, but I leave some of the fiber in there, which is so good for you. But you can't do that with ginger. At least I can. It doesn't get chopped up enough. And I got a really high-powered Vitamix here, but I just prefer to juice it.
Yeah, well, that's a personal preference. Like I've done both. I've put ginger chopped up in my smoothies, and I've juiced it as well. So it's just kind of a personal preference. But it would probably have a stronger flavor if you extracted the juice. It would be really like, getting a ginger shot. Have you ever gone to the health food store and you can get those wheatgrass and ginger shots, and it's like, oh, wow. So, yeah, no, you can do it either way.
All right, that's as high as I can get you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just can't hear some of the things you're saying because our microphones are on its full height, and I'm just missing a few words you're saying.
I love ginger. In fact, I use it, for the time of the month or anytime, really. It's so good for your gut, but particularly if you're nausea or you're dealing with cramps, ginger is really great for that.
Yeah, really good, really healthy, really natural. Everything was organic. Everything was washed with H2O Labs distilled water,
Yes.
including the ice cube. So we know that it's as pure as it can get.
Excellent. And if you're interested in H2O Labs, we have our units here for Christmas, and they make wonderful gifts. So visit us at h2olabs.com or give us a call at 800-990-3560.
Great. That's right. And it makes all the difference in the world. It makes all the difference in the world to have that distilled water. I can't even drink regular water anymore. It's so good. It's just, I used to put sweeteners like Crystal Light in my water because it was RO. And I don't do that anymore at all. I just drink the distilled water plain, and it's perfect. I'm really happy with it. I love it. And when you finish making a gallon, you see all the sediments from 1 gallon. You look down and see all the sediments that are in the city water, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Even if you use your RO and pour a gallon of it in there, there's still sediments. So you're really better off with the distilled water.
Yes, and there's also, there could be things that you can't see, like pathogens and, bacteria and viruses and all kinds of nasty things. So it's definitely better to make sure you're not drinking those things. And we're glad that you're enjoying the water.
Well, buddies, a couple people have mentioned some stuff on Facebook. Jeff says organic potatoes and sweet potatoes are the best to use.
Organic potatoes.
And let's see. We have someone from Italy watching us right now.
Hello.
Gone international. People on Facebook, if you have any questions, please feel free to put it in the chat, and I'll ask the Nutri buddies, and they'll answer your questions.
We'll try.
So what are you both doing for Thanksgiving?
Well, Sarah said she's spending with her kids, not your parents, right, Sarah?
No, just my children. Yeah,
Just
we're gonna.
children. And we're spending it with Mike. We're going to spend it with Mike, if Mike will do us the honor of.
Oh, nice, yes.
Presence. And that's all. I mean, he's the only one who's come in this house because I'm so paranoid about catching something. And so I feel totally safe with Mike here. So we're going to do that. And we have a thing from Trader Joe's, a turkey wrap that's really delicious, organic, and it's got stuffing in it, and it's really good. So we're going to make that and some blended drinks to go with it. No eggnog, though.
No, Terry?
It's not eggnog time yet.
Yeah, no, it's not eggnog. You're right, that's Christmas, but I don't like eggnog anyway. Too much alcohol, too much fat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Sarah, what are you having for dinner? What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
We're doing a dairy-free, of course. So, we always use almond milk or some other type of thing in place. I do use real butter though, because it is a wonderful probiotic. Um, as long as it's 100% grass-fed and all that good stuff. I ordered my turkey from an organic farm called Kent Farms, and it's all pasture raised, wonderful, humanely raised and fed, no hormones and pesticides and all that nasty stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting it and cooking it. And then I'm going to do a few sides, and my daughter is going to handle desserts because she always makes desserts. And I'm going to handle everything. I might make some stuffing. I don't typically eat wheat or gluten. So my son does, and he doesn't really like the gluten-free things. I might make two. One gluten-free and one. But I'm pretty used to making two Thanksgiving dinners, actually, because in Canada, we spend our time part of the year there and part of the year in the US. And they have it earlier in October. So I make one there, and then I make one in November. So I'm pretty used to making two whole complete turkey Thanksgiving dinners. It's
Oh, that's great.
quite a production.
Yeah, I'll bet. We used to make our turkeys, our organic, range-free turkeys, but we just had such a problem. We bought these big ones, and the last one was such a hassle that we decided we'd buy one in organic instead, because we just didn't want to make it. But I'll make all the juices and stuff that go with it. And I like the idea that the guy from Europe sent in about the blended potatoes, because I can do my yams. I love yams, and blended yams sounds so good with cranberry sauce on it or cranberry sauce in it. That sounds delicious to me and very, Thanksgiving-like. So that was a good idea.
That is a good idea. Yeah, and I used to like to do scalloped potatoes, but now I put sweet potatoes in with the scalloped potatoes as well. I mix them in.
You put in what?
I put sweet potatoes and regular potatoes together, like a scalloped potato. Yeah. So I just mix them in with it. And that's also great.
I just find yams or sweet potatoes so much more delicious. I love them so much that I don't even make regular potatoes anymore. I mean, I know they're good. I do for the skins, and I throw out the rest of the potato. But yams are so delicious. I'm in love with them. So that's what I end up using most of the time, and I'm real happy with it.
Well, they're nutritionally very good for you, probably better than a potato. So, but potatoes are an important probiotic for our gut.
Yeah.
So those are important too, but not as important as a sweet potato. You gotta have sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving, right?
Gotta have sweet potatoes for
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I know I shouldn't do it. I should never even say it, but I put a little mini marshmallows on the top of mine. I know you're not supposed to do that, but that's one indulgence that I take rather than a piece of pie or something. I mean, what do you have for dessert? What do you make for dessert?
Yeah, you never say never. I mean, you have to indulge once in a while. It's fine, as long as you are able to make a lot of choice that you can get back on track and not stay off track and eat like that every single day. Once in a while is fine. So, and especially for the holidays, why not, right? And
yeah, absolutely.
If you're too strict with yourself, it always backfires. So you want to be healthy most of the time and make healthy choices most of the time. But once in a while it's realistic. If you try to be good all the time, it's unrealistic.
Yeah, you got to be human after all. We do have sweet cravings. Pumpkin pie is my total favorite, and I love it. I've always loved pumpkin pie, so that's what we do for dessert. And otherwise, it's just the turkey roll, and it's range-free and good for you, so I feel good about that. I still haven't found where I do my shopping for organic foods is the market that's open down on Ventura, right behind Ventura Boulevard, off Laurel Canyon. But it's been really difficult to shop there lately because of all the people browsing and the social distancing. So we've been getting ours, ordering it in and making sure that it's organic. But I've got to get in touch with some places that sell organic and deliver to your house. And that'll make life a lot easier, like you have.
Yes. Well, I use Instacart. A lot of stores, have do Instacart. It's available. So, do you have Instacart? Because you can use a lot of those stores. I think Costco, Jimbo's, a lot of health food stores are linked up with it.
Instacart? Do you guys use Instacart?
What?
Do you use Instacart?
No, I don't.
No.
Oh, you should get that app because a lot of stores are available on Instacart and they will deliver through Instacart.
Really? Through Instacart? I'm surprised. I thought or Goober or something, Uber, I mean, or something like that. But Instacart, I got to check that out and have stuff delivered, because we have stuff delivered that's organic from Whole Foods and stuff, but it's way more expensive than having the real natural or organic ingredients delivered. So I should check that out.
Well, I do two services. I found a farm service. It's a local farm, and they sell all organics. And I got a subscription box that comes once a week, full of fresh fruits and vegetables, all organic. And then you can also add on other things such as dairy and meat and eggs, or sometimes they have flours and bread and pantry goods. So once a week I do that. And I get a big, beautiful box of organic fruits and vegetables delivered. And anything else that I'm missing and I need to supplement, I just simply order off of Instacart, and I can choose a multitude of stores. I think there's like a dozen stores.
Wow, I should do that. I got to figure out how to get one of those cards.
Yeah, and they deliver it usually within less than 3 hours. Especially, I think if you pay the fee, it's like $3.99 for under 3 hours, and it's pretty convenient for right now. It's a great service. And
it's really convenient to have it delivered in this time when you don't want to be too close to people.
Right. So, are you making your own pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
Wow. The crust too? You've made the crust from scratch?
Yeah, I make the crust, and then I make, I use the pumpkin puree from a can, but it's a can lined with white. And it's, so it's supposed to be better. No tin touches the pumpkin. And you just add a couple of eggs to it and a little milk, and there you go. And
pumpkin pie.
Terrific.
Excellent. Little whipped cream on top? No. Sounds good. Whatever I'm doing, for this holiday season, I hope everyone enjoys theirs with their family, and everyone stays happy and healthy. That's important.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, let's see. On Facebook, Jeff says he loves pecan pie.
Oh, I love pecan pie. But that's not too good for you, is it, Sarah?
Huh?
Isn't pecan pie a little too caloric and a little too sugary?
Well, typically the versions that you buy in the store, yes, they really do have excess sugar in them. They want to make sure that's, because they want to, they put extra sugar in everything. But if you make a pecan pie at home, you can make it not so sweet. But they're definitely higher sugar than a pumpkin pie if you're buying than most places.
Yeah. I know there is. I've tried many different brands, but I think I found one that had the least sugar, and we don't add any sugar in, so it's just pureed pumpkin. And it's so good. It's so good. It just has its own unique taste, and I really love it. Pecan pie for me is just too rich. I can't take it. It's too rich. I can eat pecans, but not pecan pie.
Yeah.
I can, FYI. But that's why I'm so round right now. Jeff says, yes, homemade pumpkin pie. He loves it. He also suggests to use honey instead of sugar.
Oh, absolutely. Or maple syrup. Maple syrup's the best, I think.
Yes.
That's what I use in everything. When I have my drink in the morning, before I have my protein drink, I'll drink a glass of distilled water with some maple syrup in the bottom, about 2 tablespoons, and then 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and that really gets the system going.
That's the yoga fast recipe?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wake up in the morning and I have a big, wonderful, crystal clear, clean glass of H2O distilled water. And that's pretty much all I do. I mean, sometimes I'll slice a cucumber and put that in there because I like the flavor.
Yeah.
Or fresh lemon juice because it helps your digestion get going. And it also helps you to really helps digest your food, that extra squirt of lemon in there. Or you can do a little bit of apple cider vinegar. People do that. But mostly,
apple cider vinegar is great too. I haven't really gotten in the habit of it. I have a bottle of it, but instead I do my lemon juice, water, maple syrup, cayenne pepper. And I find that really gets me started, and it takes away my appetite, which is great. And it's good for me probiotically too, I think. And so I like that.
If you're looking to, control your appetite because you're afraid, you want to make sure you're not overeating, they suggested, I would just do water with apple cider vinegar because there are so many benefits to ABC.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You mix it. Yeah, the apple cider vinegar out of a shot glass can be a little intense first thing in the morning.
No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to just drink pure apple cider vinegar because it can be bad on your teeth. So you definitely want to mix it with water. That's not something that you want to do. But I don't know if I love maple syrup. I don't think I would be drinking my water every day. It is still a sugar. It's going to spike your insulin. But, water is just great. I mean, you can just drink it alone, or you can add, like I said, a cucumber slice, blueberries and mint, or if you want to flavor your water, or strawberries and basil. There's so many combinations you can do, but apple cider vinegar is great. Just a teaspoon or a tablespoon in there, and just don't drink it on its own, or lemon, because it's enamel on your teeth enamel, and you don't want to do damage to your teeth. Just drinking the acidic.
What?
Drinking just the apple cider can be acidic to your teeth.
Oh, it can. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why you want to.
Well, I prefer it with water, with distilled water anyway, because it's a little intense for me.
Yeah.
Straight.
I would
It's
just
like you take a swig and you do a couple of double takes on the world, and then you get back to base.
Yeah. Well, that really helps control your appetite if you put just a little bit of it in your water. People have had a lot of success with that, with it feeling like they're satisfied and they don't want to overeat when they add a little bit of apple cider vinegar to their water.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I'll try that.
Yeah.
Well, that's our show. Next week, we will be having Thanksgiving, so we will not be on, will we, ladies?
No,
No,
And then, of course, just check back this coming week to see when we're discussing our holiday for December. So we'll be having a couple of shows. So just check back and check in with us. Maybe the first week of December, we'll do another show on that Thursday.
yes,
sounds good.
yes.
So
Sounds great.
everybody out there, have a wonderful and safe Thanksgiving.
Keep your distance and wear your masks.
Yes. Be safe. Be safe, be healthy, and enjoy your holiday season.
And they have a happy holiday.
Yes, yes. And we hope to see you next time when we're going to share some new great recipes. I'm going to share a cheesecake smoothie.
A what?
Cheesecake smoothie.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yes,
That
made
sounds
with garbanzo beans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's very satisfying. It will keep you full.
Oh, good. That sounds terrific.
Well, sounds
Yeah.
terrific. You both have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Tanya, I'll see you on Thanksgiving.
You too, Sarah.
All right, you too, Tanya, and you too, Mike. Have a great holiday.
Have a great holiday, and to the kids too, and stay safe.
Yes. All right.
And gobble, 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 everyone.
Bye.